and welcome to today's training, and it promises to be very impactful. Okay, it promises to expose us to another level of doing business in the real estate industry. So here is our topic: mastering real estate sales in Nigeria. That's what we want to deliberate on today. So please, we're going to make it interactive. At any point, if you don't understand, just stop me and ask me questions. Yeah, my goal is to make sure that we learn. Yes, that's my goal, and then I want to see the result reflecting in our sales. Okay, so the topic says mastering real estate sales in Nigeria, from prospecting to closing. Let us look at the topic before we move further. Who can help us explain this topic just the way it is? Can somebody help us? Mastering real estate sales in Nigeria, from prospecting to closing. Can anyone help us? What does mastering mean? Who can attempt? Getting used to. Another person. Mastering. Yes, sir. Expert. Yes, an expert. I like that word. Professional. Proficient. Becoming proficient. That mean of mastering. When you master something, that thing becomes your subject. You know it very well. So I want to look at how are we going to master real estate sales in Nigeria. And it is about moving from prospecting to closing. What's the meaning of prospecting? Somebody help us. Okay, that's a very good one. Yes, if you're in this business as a professional, there are some terminologies you should be used to. There are some things that once you hear them, you know the meaning. As a professional marketer, as a professional realtor, you should know certain words. Prospecting, you're looking for potential clients. Now what's closing? Can somebody help us? Yes. When the client has made payment, that's when the deal is closed. So that's beautiful. At least we don't have 100% novices here, so it's going to be easy to communicate some key points as the class progresses. Yeah, bro, is it recording? Okay, well, I've seen this is the flyer that was created for this class. Now let's look at the introduction. So you can see what is on the screen there. The Nigerian real estate market ranks amongst the top real estate or most lucrative or most profitable real estate industry in Africa. And that's not an exaggeration, it's just the truth. The real estate industry in Nigeria is ranked amongst the top most lucrative or most profitable real estate industry in Africa. And why is it so? It's mainly because of urbanization and diaspora investment. I'm thinking that we need to look at those two words. One word, one phrase. Urbanization and investment from diaspora. Again, who can help us with urbanization? What's urbanization? Yes. Development is fast here. It means that even the rural areas are turning to cities. Yes, when you're about urbanization, it's mostly rural areas transforming into cities. Last time I had a governor here, Prof. Soludo. He says that Anambra State is experiencing 70% urbanization. Anambra State, 70% urbanization, one of the highest urbanized states in Nigeria. It means that the time will come, we no longer see those rural areas anymore, because everywhere is rapidly developing. And once urbanization is taking place in a region, what happens is that the value or the price of real estate appreciates very fast. Yeah, you'll be surprised. A place like Isu, go to Isu now. Isu is fast becoming a city. Duplexes, beautiful blocks of flats here and there. That's typical example of urbanization. And it's even moving down into Achala. Very soon you get to Achala now, you're going to see houses. By the time you get to Urum, you'll be seeing people are living everywhere. So this is an overview of what is happening in the Nigerian real estate industry. But despite this urbanization, despite all these things, it's looking or seeming so difficult to even sell land in Nigeria. Yes, despite the urbanization, everything, it is looking somehow difficult, because I've talked with a lot of realtors and they express their difficulty in making sales. Times going for months without sales. I've met people in this business 3 years, they have not closed their first deal, because there is an underlying difficulty in the industry. By the grace of God, by the time we're done with today's class, we're going to understand how this thing works, and then we will use the knowledge we have acquired by the end of this class to change the narrative, to change what we have been experiencing. Okay? So our aim, this presentation is designed for agents, developers, and real estate marketers who aspire to enhance their sales performance. So our target is all about sales. That's what we're looking at in this training. Let's move into the journey proper. The real estate sales phases, or what we call funnel. Yeah. Every business or any product you're marketing, it has what we call a marketing cycle or selling cycle. Okay? Yeah. Those who are into marketing proper, they call it sales funnel. And in the funnel, there are many stages in the funnel. That's what we want to look at now. So you're going to understand the sales process from this stage to this stage, and from the, when you understand the process, then you will now be able to make more sales. Now let's look at the first stage. Is what we call the awareness stage. Yeah. The first stage is what we call the awareness. The awareness stage. This is the stage where you are actually gathering prospects. Okay? You're getting prospects to know about your product. Awareness stage. Every sales begins with what? Awareness. That is why it is always said that best known products sell more than best products. You look at that. Best known products sell more than best products. So it is the one people know that will buy. The one people know, that's what they will buy. So it starts with awareness. Now, as you listen to me, I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you created awareness about your business? When was the last time you created awareness about your business? Or when was the last time you got prospects for your business? It's very critical. As we progress in this class, you will see why you need to be creating awareness consistently in this business if you desire to make sales. The second stage is what we call the interest stage. Once they have become aware of what you are selling, the next thing is that they seek to have details. They want to know more about what you are selling. We call it the interest stage. First of all, you create awareness. they get interested, they want to get more information. So you must be readily available to supply necessary details about the product you're selling or the estate you're selling. Then the third stage is what we call decision or choice making. Now, at this level, the client is trying to make up his mind. He's trying to decide whether he should buy or not. And it's also at the same time comparing other products that are being marketed to him. So it's a journey. Nobody just buys land all of a sudden. The person goes through a process. And this is the process we're looking at. So as you progress, you're going to see what you should be doing at each stage, how you're doing your things to make sure that they end up buying. And then the last stage is what we call the action. This is where they make the purchase. This is the closing. So there are a lot of things you have to do during closing. A lot of things. As we progress in this class, you're going to see some of the things you need to be doing during closing. Okay, so have this picture in your mind. Look at the first letters of each of the stages. AIDA, AIDA. Yes, this is the AIDA process. People have different way they coin it, but this is one of the popular ways it's been coined. Even in copywriting, if you are taking any course on copywriting, you will come across this particular formula, the AIDA formula, but then it's going to have slightly different meaning. Instead of awareness for A, it's going to be attention. But if you compare the two of them at a more critical level, you see that both awareness and attention are the same thing. Because in attention, you're trying to get people. In awareness, you're trying to get attention. In copywriting, they call it attention, but here we call it awareness. Then interest is the same thing. Then for D is desire for copywriting, but here is decision. Almost the same thing. Then A is action for both of them. So this is normally the sales process, or what we call sales funnel for clients. In almost every business, it normally follows these particular stages, or call it phases. So when you understand, you will now know exactly what you are doing. You will not just be doing trial and error. You'll be doing something like one who knows what he's doing, not just doing things randomly. As I said, sales actually can be predictable. Sales can be precise. Sales can be it can be a science. It depends on what you know and do with what you know. Especially doing. You might know so much, but you're not doing much. You don't get results. So it's important that when you learn, try to practice. Now let's proceed. Now, prospecting for clients. This is awareness now. That first stage, prospecting for clients. Every sales, or let me say sales or marketing, I'll just be using the interchangeable, but there's a difference between sales and marketing, but I'll just use them together. Every marketing and sales, or sales and marketing, begins with what? Prospecting for clients. Yeah. In the beginning of the lecture, we look at the word prospecting. Prospecting is all about trying to get potential clients. They are not yet clients, they are potential clients. I explained last time what's potential. Potential is the ability to do something. So a potential client is one who has the ability to become a client. Okay, so it starts with prospecting. We're going to look at prospecting. Very important. If you are not prospecting, you'll be making sales. True or false? If you are not prospecting, you'll be making sales. I always use the analogy of agriculture. Prospecting is like you going to the farm to plant seed. Once you plant your seed, do you just leave the seed and leave? No, you're watering, you're clearing, removing weeds and all those things. But that's the first stage. You plant your seed. In prospecting, you're going to get people who are able to buy real estate from you. Now let's look at how to prospect. This is a seminar that contains many topics in it, because we're looking at the A to Z of real estate. Yeah, the topic is just brushing everything from beginning to end. This topic now, it could be a topic on its own. We're going to look at some things because we cannot exhaust everything that is in it. Now, the first one is online method. In this online method, I personally call it lead generation. Okay, lead generation and prospecting are the same thing. Lead generation mostly happens online. You can even do lead generation offline. Okay, so online method of prospecting, how do you do that? The first method that is popular and very, very effective is to run Facebook ads or Instagram ads or whatever ads. It could be YouTube ad. But the idea is that you are getting prospects, potential buyers. Very, very important. You're getting prospects, you're getting potential buyers. It's an online method. And this online method, I didn't put on the slide, but there are two methods online. We have the organic method and we have the paid ads method. Okay, in the paid ads, you're paying Facebook to promote your product. You know that you don't only promote your product, you can promote yourself. You know that you can do an advertisement on Facebook just talking about yourself. Wear nice clothes, talk about real estate, you're a professional. You're not selling anything, you're just selling yourself. It might seem as if you don't know what you're doing, that you're wasting money, but you're creating awareness about yourself. And when somebody sees that and sees what you're talking about, the person can still contact you that he needs land somewhere here. You have done your prospecting. Okay, so you can prospect online by running Facebook ads. Then you can also prospect online by just posting on your wall without paying Facebook. We call it organic method. You are not paying. I just come, I create my content, I post it, somebody sees it and chats me up. That person is a prospect. I come today, I do a live video, but my first sale came from a live video. I didn't pay Facebook for that. I just put my own live video, this estate is here, and somebody saw it and chatted me on the live video. Can I have your number? I wired my number immediately. He chatted me up on WhatsApp. And that's how I closed that deal. So my live video was me prospecting. Okay? So you have to prospect. We have seen the two online methods. It's either you do it organically or you pay for it. So you set up your ads and then you put money and sponsor the ads. This one goes viral. It reaches so many persons. In a day you can reach about 5,000 persons. That's a beautiful thing about running sponsored ads. If you do it right, you reach so many persons and there's always a higher chances for you getting someone that's interested in what you're selling or what you're talking about. So we have online method to run Facebook ads. Then another method is you build a WhatsApp broadcast list. You can go around and collect so many people's number. When people go to MTN, I don't know how they do it. They buy numbers. Get so many numbers, save them in your phone, and then put them in a broadcast list and send them. How many of us you receive messages that there's a vacancy in the this that they start most of that's broadcasting. If you do it to 5,000 persons, there's a chance that you might get, even if it's 10 persons, though normally conversion rate is 10%. 10 to 5,000 persons, you might get some response from people. Okay, so this is another method of prospecting. Just get people's numbers while we get them, save them, put them in a broad, not WhatsApp group. People feel offended when you add them in a WhatsApp group without their consent. So you just put them in there's a difference between WhatsApp group and broadcast list. Yes, in a broadcast list, it seems as if I'm chatting with you one-on-one, but the same message I sent to you, thousands of persons have received the same message at the same time. So they're going to respond, then you're chatting with them. So that's what these are two online methods. The first one has two. The online, we have under Facebook ad, we have two organic and ads, and then this one now is WhatsApp. It's also effective. Apart from this, another one is what we call cold calling. Cold calling. Those numbers you got, you decided to begin to call. You call the person, the person doesn't know, you don't know the person. You just call. You hear the voice, a male. Good afternoon, sir. Then you introduce yourself, you talk about what you're doing, talk about yourself, you have some properties, our company is verifiable, our properties are verifiable, the coordinates are available for search. Some will definitely tell you they're not interested. Yeah. But if you keep doing it, you get someone that will declare interest. I learned that even from the founders of P1, Dr. Jane Omere and Osam Omere. They were also doing cold calling when they started. Grant Cardone, the man that turned $100 to $8 billion. I read his story. I have his book, 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. When he started, he didn't have money, he had $100. He said, at times in a day, he makes up to 1,000 calls in a day. Just keep calling. Then he visited at least 100 offices in a day to prospect. This is how far men can go. Imagine visiting 100 people in their offices in a day to prospect to them about real estate. There's no how you do this kind of thing in closing sales. You'll be closing back to back. 100 visitations in a day, and then you're doing as much as 500 calls. Or let me just say, because he said he did up to 1,000 calls a day. You just sit down like this, just be getting numbers. Call this one, say, hey, don't call my line again. You cut it, call another one. Because you always have people that will insult you. You understand? But you know what you're looking for, and you have the motivation that no means next opportunity. Never take rejection personal. If not, you will never do anything again. Yeah, don't take rejection personal. Just tell yourself, maybe he's having a bad day, he's the one losing out on showing one opportunity, but he's not taking it. Go to the next person. So sales begin with prospecting. I cannot overemphasize this particular point. You must prospect if you want to make sales. Just like a farmer who does not plant seed and then he folds his hand and waiting for harvest. Can that happen? It will never happen. Yes. Say you believe in miracle. God is a God of principles. It's when you sow that you will reap. So you just fold your hands and say, somebody will just call me one day and I'll close a 1 billion naira deal. It can happen, no, but you might have grown so old with gray hair without even seeing it happening. So it's important. Then let's go to the offline methods. One of the online methods you can do is to attending house expos, church events, and local meetups. So you can actually events. You see events. Events are a very powerful place to prospect. Unfortunately, most of us see events as a place to go and eat jollof rice. If you have the opportunity to attend an event, don't live there without prospecting. Prospect to as many as possible. You went for a wedding, seize opportunities and talk to so many persons. As you're talking, endeavor to collect their contact details. This doesn't work, so there's no magic about it. You go for a burial, you see opportunity, talk to somebody and collect his or her details. In this regard, women have an advantage in marketing. That's why women are good marketers, but most of them are poor closers. Poor closers. Yeah, can market very well, but most of them don't know how to close. Yeah, because women, the emotional aspect of them is more developed. So with that emotion, you can actually market easily. Men will actually feel cool when a woman walks up to him. She's looking good. And when it comes to closing, logic normally comes into closing. So if you are not so logical, you miss the person. Yes, you can do everything right, but at the point of closing, just here, I'll get back to you, and the person has gone forever. So if you don't understand logic and psychology and persuasion, at that point you have lost the deal. That's why at times if you look at the P1 history, when you see guys that are the highest salesperson, it's a closer, Lotanna. Yes, total of 2.4 billion. If you discuss Lotanna, if you're close to Lotanna, you know that this guy is a closer. Yes. When it's time to make payment, there's a lot of persuasion coming, subtle persuasion. He'll be he's bringing out the form and telling you this estate is getting finished. Before he's sold out. You see, but the woman will keep doing all those feminine things and the guy has left. So But then these are things that can still be learned. Yes. The things that can still be learned and then become excellent in them. There's nothing that one cannot learn. That's one thing about life. Once you make up your mind, you'll learn anything. And it can become anything. I believe that the only thing that can limit you is your mind. Yeah. Check all the people who are making wealth. They are creative people. They are thinkers. The men that think deep and create solutions that the world is looking for. Now let's proceed. So events are important. You see, events, they're important. I learned something from Lotana because I went to learn from him 3 weeks ago on a Monday. He told me something. On Sundays, he doesn't just go only to his church. He said this Sunday, you go to Mountain of Fire. They are doing good. You follow them and be shouting. No, kabashing. So say, after church, are you one of us? I just come around from time to time. But you know, he has collected some numbers. Tomorrow he'll be in winners. So you just alternate it. The idea is that he's prospecting. He said he was telling me what he does. I know there's a psychology in marketing. If you want to go to a place, behave like them, they'll like you. Yes. We Catholics, we are very sanctimonious. You understand? So if you go to Mountain of Fire and you're doing that thing, you won't blend in. They'll be looking at you like a suspect. But when you just join there and then begin to do, they will now blend with you. He said that time he goes as far as you buy that Jews book. Olukayo, you buy his book and hold it like this. When they see the book, you read about first book, yes. All those things are just to blend in and then get what you want. Marketing is a very serious business. It's a very serious business. So it's important. And when I thought that secret, that expo he gave me, I said I'm going to start doing it. Some Sundays I'll be in another place. After church, talk to some persons. Get at least 5 phone numbers. Keep rapport with them. The real estate is not, you don't go to market real estate, you market real estate as you go. See the difference? You don't go to market real estate, you market real estate as you go. It means that there's no timetable for it. Anywhere is an opportunity to market. Anywhere you are. In church, fuel station, anywhere is an opportunity. Chip in. Try to get the phone number. Very important. If you get the phone number, you're good to go. Okay? So prospecting, all it's about prospecting is that at the end of the day, get the client's phone number or any means through which you have a consistent contact with him. Could be email address, could be phone number, whatever, but just get the person's details. That's prospecting. And then encourage referrals and after rewards. If somebody has bought from you, that person represents 10 more persons behind him. So always try to get the person to refer his friends, family, and others. Yeah. So encourage referral. I have one guy in Italy. That guy has connected me to nothing less than 10 clients. The guy can't carry the business for head for Italy. Anywhere he is, he'll be telling people about his bro in Nigeria that is doing real estate. And just that the guy decided to, he has been there for 7 years. Last weekend, he decided to come back to Nigeria. But the guy really did me well. So always tell your clients, please, how do you see our services? Oh, it was nice. Please, can you tell your friends about me? Can you tell your relatives about me? It's very important. So these are all referral strategies, okay, or prospecting strategies. Now this is the last part. Always collect contact details and follow up. Yeah. So this slide is talking about prospecting. It's very important. You cannot skip this stage in this business and make money. In fact, if there's any stage you need to be most serious, it's at prospecting. Because this is where the sales come out from. For the farmer, it's planting. If you don't plant seeds, you won't harvest anything. So your prospecting is you planting your seeds. Have that picture in your mind. It's going to help you a lot. Now, when you have gotten all these prospects, especially from online, you have run an advert on Facebook and so many persons are chatting you. You need to qualify the prospects or the leads. Remember that leads and prospects are the same thing, okay? So when you see lead, don't get confused. Are you getting me? Yeah. In marketing, in business generally, lead is a prospect. So when you hear lead generation, remember that I'm talking about prospecting. It's just a different way of putting it. So when you get those people, especially the ones that come through your advertisement, qualify them. It's going to save you a lot of stress. Okay? Do you know why I say qualify them? Who can help me? Why do you have to qualify your leads? Okay. Yes. To know those who are serious. There are some time wasters. Hey, there are some time wasters. I've had people like that. Somebody chatted me up. We were talking about property. As we were talking, it's turning days, entering. I discovered that the day this lady chatted me, she was actually bored at home. So she wanted somebody she would be discussing with. Yes, it was along the line that I discovered that she just needed to ease off stress and boredom at home. So she was just busy chatting me. I thought I was talking with a client. So that's why it's good to qualify leads. When you qualify them, you now put them into separate groups. WhatsApp tool. There's a WhatsApp tool on business WhatsApp that helps you to label clients. You can try to use colors. Who knows how to use that stuff yet? We don't know. It means we have not been doing serious marketing. See, you have to become a professional. Are you getting me? You have to become a professional marketer. Not just for real estate. If you master marketing, you can sell anything. There's a WhatsApp tool. Maybe if you have time after this class, I'm going to just project my phone and I'll show you how to use label. So label clients, and then use colors. You can use blue are serious clients. Green or the ones that are just unstable. You can label clients so that it helps you to do your follow-up properly. Okay, so you want to qualify leads so that you can categorize them and work more on the serious ones. Now, how do you qualify leads? You qualify leads by asking them questions. Question 1: what is your budget range? When somebody calls you, I want to buy land, or chat you up, you want to buy land. Ask the person, what is your budget range? So that you know the property to recommend to the person. So you hold 1 million naira and you're looking for land in Aroma Junction. Yes, somebody chatted me earlier this year that he wants a land to buy and build in Asaba. I said he wanted in the heart of Asaba. I said yes. I said okay. How much are you looking at? I said 2.5 million. He says even in the bushes in Ebuzo, we don't have 2.5 now. Are you serious? I said yes. Heart of Asaba. So I need to be talking about 60 million, 100 million. So these questions will help you work more efficiently. Number 2, are you looking for investment or personal use? Yes, you need to know what the client wants to use the property for, so that you can give him a better property. Because somebody might be thinking of building and then he's thinking of his budget. So the estate you're marketing is just rhyming with his budget. He doesn't know where it is. He just saw it on video. And he's buying, hoping that maybe he should come back next year and start building. Not knowing that that location will be good for building in the next 10 years. So you need to ask the person the purpose of buying. These are the ways we qualify them. Then number 3, How soon do you want to buy this property? In a going Keta and Kechi or next year? Let me know. You don't come and you're disturbing me bomber to bomber. Meanwhile, your budget is like 2 years. Yes. If you don't act very well, you appreciate the importance of this knowledge I'm sharing with you today. You find yourself busy with your phone, probably talking with people who don't even want to buy real estate. So that's why you need this qualification process. So you qualify the leads. The other method you can use to qualify them, but this one is the sure, effective method. Okay. Yeah, there's some other online tools where they'll tell you fill form. Then in the form they'll ask you questions. So for you to go through that process of going through the form, answering all the questions, then come to WhatsApp and then say answer some automated questions. Then if you go through that process finish, then it shows that this person is serious. But the one that is not serious, as the thing is too much, you go leave. So that's another method of qualifying. At times you click on a Facebook ad, they'll carry you enter one form. You fill the form will ask you so many questions. That thing they are doing, they are qualifying you. The unserious one, say, how am I wasting my time? They'll leave. So you have saved them the stress of even talking to you. That's why you have to qualify your leads. Now, after you qualify your leads, they have answered your questions, so you know these ones are serious. The next stage is to build trust and rapport, because they are still looking at you. They are still doubting both you and the product you're selling. So you need to now build trust. Like I said here some time ago, sales only happen at the point of trust. If somebody should send his money courtesy of you, the person trusts you. And I want to let you know that all the clients have been buying from you, they are not buying because it's P1. They are buying because it's you. You are the one marketing. Most of my clients don't even as that P1. They don't even know who now you. If anything goes wrong, you are the one they are going to. Yes. You are the one they'll go for. So it's very, very important. We want to build trust. There are 3 conditions that are being satisfied before sales happen. The first one is that they are going to know you. The second one is that they are going to like you. The third one is that they are going to trust you. They must know you. That's awareness. Awareness. They must know you. It is in this building trust and rapport that they begin to like you. And then once you have successfully built the trust, they will buy. Excuse me. After the one, should be able to come. Okay. Yes, and bring it back next time. So, building trust and rapport. Let's proceed. See, Nigerians are cautious buyers. Remember we're talking about mastering sales in Nigeria, right? Nigerians are very cautious buyers. Nigerians know that a lot of scam and 419 goes on. CBEX are come and there's gone with people's money. So such people will make selling more difficult. Yes. Do you know that right now they've started painting buy to sell like scam? And this thing came up immediately. CBEX disappeared people's money. I think they say it's 1 point how many trillion naira, equivalent of $800 million, disappeared with people's money. So it becomes more difficult to convince people. So that's why we must build trust and rapport. It's more like building a relationship. This one now maybe boy girl or relationship. This one now is real business personal relationship. Yeah. So in the course of this, you're building credibility. Credibility is just like trust. Okay. So what are you going to provide? So to building trust, number one, they're going to be able to provide them with site videos. They need to see what you're selling. Do detailed videos. That's why as a realtor, you must be going to site to shoot videos. When you're shooting videos, show them the land properly. Don't go and show land that is on the road. Meanwhile, your own is right inside there. You want to build trust? Speak truth. It is 10 minutes from here. It's better the person comes and then rather than 10 minutes and then it took him 7 minutes. Then he comes rather than 10 minutes is 15 minutes. You must be sincere and honest in this business. Don't hide things. People hide development fee. It will come back in the future and it will be a problem. So provide site videos, very important. Tell them about the documents, the document of the estate. Tell them about the document, it's very, very important. So you as a realtor, you need to know what documents does this estate have. We call it product knowledge. I remember saying it severally here that in this business there are two main knowledge you need to run with. You need your product knowledge and then you need your customer knowledge. These are the two legs you need to run this business. What we're doing today is this around customer knowledge. Okay, but you need product knowledge. So you need to know the estate. When a client asks what document does it have, you don't begin to say, let me call my MD. You should know it so I don't tell the person immediately. It shows that you are a stakeholder in the business and that you know what you are doing. How can you be selling what you don't know? Which document does it have? A manual call, and then call somebody. You come back. No, that's wrong. So the documents should be authentic. The document should be authentic. The time we come before we sell any estate in this business or in Nigeria, we want to see the document. Want to verify it. The time we come, if you don't register, it will not sell. To avoid some of the nonsenses we are seeing in this business. Yeah, because we sell on trust. So when people begin to abuse that trust, you have to also adjust. Yes. You told me you have an estate. I believe that you probably have done your due diligence and the estate is verified. You're going to go and sell it and then to have a problem in the future. So you kill trust. So in this business, trust is very important. And then the developer or the company you're selling for, know the developer, know the person. Yes, most of us don't even know the developers are selling for. That's why they're doing any nonsense and going away with it. Forget the name of the company. In fact, be sure that you're selling for a good company. Then inside the company, know the developer. But if anything goes wrong, the client knows you. It is you that is looking at. And the thing is damaging your own business. I know sales have lost because developers messed up. Somebody bought one and is expecting to buy another by so time, and the one he bought, you are not giving him. What happens? You are killing the trust you built in the first place. And by the time you tell him, okay, this month you get your document, then the month came and passed. You didn't get the document. He says, sir, don't worry. Next month comes and passes. Then I put 6 months. Then I buy 1 year. So that's why you have to know the developer. Yes, know the developer. Some of them are just taking advantage of the entire system and then doing anyhow. Just see land on the road. Ask. Somebody said, "Na me get them." You sign MOU with the person, give the person small money and start selling. Tomorrow, 10 other partners with that one person show up. Then you cannot do anything again. And the sellers are the ones suffering. So know the developer, know the company profile. And then share stories of satisfied clients and offer testimonials or reviews. Those who are bought from you. I used to do that. I don't know why I stopped all of a sudden. If I take you for a location, I'll ask you, please, I need to do a video with you. And then in this video, say what you think and how you feel about the whole process. You see those videos, they are very important. Nigerians are cautious buyers. They would like to go where somebody has gone, so that if there's an issue, and that person will carry the problem first. You understand that? They don't like to be the ones pioneering the thing. Yes. When a product comes out, you see they're looking at it. Let somebody go and try first. If it works, okay, I'll come and buy. That's Nigerians for you, because nobody wants to be the scapegoat. So when they see testimonials from you, people are buying, it means that I'm safe to buy. I remember some property I sold some years ago. When the guy was doubting to buy that property, I said, a US soldier has bought 4 plots. I showed him the proof. That was when the guy paid for 6 plots. So if soldier for US don't buy, means the place is cool, let me go ahead and buy. So I used testimonial to convince him that this thing is okay. So this is the way we build trust in this business. Yeah, you must build trust. It's very important. Match your words with your actions. If you say A, let it be A. I will give you a document on Thursday. On Thursday, send that document. If there's any reason why you won't get it on Thursday, make sure you explain in time. But most often, I like if I say this time is this time. I don't like people making me to be changing things I'm saying. Okay? So build trust and rapport. Very important. Before I go to this place, I want to dwell here a little. In this particular building trust and rapport, it's actually what we call follow-up in this thing. Okay? You are following up the client. You are keeping relationship. This rapport we are talking about is about relationship. In this business, you sell with relationships. So you must build relationship with your clients. At times I go beyond business. One of my clients in Germany, she entered her family problems and started labeling things for me. Because she now sees me not just like someone that is selling. It now seems like a partner. So she could tell me whatever that is bothering her. Then we'll discuss about it. Even the mails. You call me, they'll just tell me about that place and how things are happening there. As I've learned a lot about abroad, even though I've not been there. They'll be telling me so many things. For them are doing many jobs. There's one that he works in an orchard where they harvest only oranges. It's as big as that place is too large. His job is to be harvesting the oranges. They pay him per hour. So you build relationship. Yes. One of my clients, a lady, I think she got a heartbreak, so she had to talk with me about her relationship, and we're discussing about it. Because she no longer sees me as just someone who is selling land to her. She sees me as a brother or a partner. So you want to build a relationship with your clients. That's how they keep coming and then referring others to you. And people have this habit of, I've sold to you, go your way, I go my way. No, it doesn't work like that. You build a lifelong relationship with your clients. If they don't like the person's maybe ways, you can build a business relationship. Must not come to your house, must not know you that deep. You can build a professional business relationship with your clients and keep doing your business with them. Okay, so rapport is very important. I'm not going into details on what to do, but you should be able to communicate with them quickly. The backbone of every relationship is communication, but then the communication must be done with discretion. You are a lady, single lady, and your client is a married man, and you're chatting all the time at midnight. 11 a.m. you're sending messages. 11 p.m. you're talking to him. That's wrong. You go to do things professionally. Okay? Yeah. And then you don't overdo the messaging. You become a nuisance. Every day I'm getting messages from you. I'll get tired. So there's a way you spice this thing. You can say, okay, three times a week. And that is a week, not always buy. Today I just want to check up on him. How is he doing? How is life? Tomorrow, talk about one thing or the other, and then next you now tell him about the estate you guys are selling, and this estate is very beautiful and people are rushing it. If you have proof that are rushing it, add it. Then you can keep the conversation like that before the person will buy. Follow up is a whole topic on its own, but I'm touching everything about this whole process. When it comes to follow up, I used to use the analogy of a bird. If you have a bird in your hand, let's say this small bird, you have it in your hand. If you open your hand like this, the thing will fly away, right? At the same time, if you close it so that it will not run, close it 2 times, what will happen to it? It will die, or suffocate. That's how rapport or build or this flow is. If you bombard them too much with your messages, what will happen? It will disappear. It's you as a nuisance. Or just a block all day. Yeah, but if you make it moderate, when the message comes, the person will appreciate it. And how you write the message too. Draft your messages to be compelling and nice. The headline should be interesting. Everything here is intentional. Don't go and write one kind of thing, grammar that somebody cannot understand. Is and was that fighting karate in your sentences. If they see that, someone like me is a turn off. Write that kind of sentence to me 2 times, or just block you. Because you're stressing the person who is reading it. You're saying go forward, go backwards. Everything is just dancing inside. So compare your messages well. It should be nice, precise, simple, so that the person can read and understand what you're saying immediately. Okay? So it's very, very important. It's a very important aspect of this thing. Now let's proceed. Any questions so far? Any question? Now, you have done your prospecting. You have gotten people who are interested with you. You have them in their contact details in your phone. Then you have done your rapport, you're following up, you're doing it because it's a continuous process. Not only you do today, then you stop. It's a continuous process. Some of them, you have them in your broadcast list, you're wiring them broadcast messages, chatting with them, keeping communication open with them. They get to a point where they are getting ready to buy.